Nit FM Neo. Nit FM Neo.
Moya, Monche you, your politicians here, ye are no yet. Honestly, and Tokwa see what Ghana in a man signing in a new Biana Debo. Any man, Ohia, any politicians. ASEM Bakwa Baka will take Remasono, a chance. I want to tell you, do your politics well. Don't let politicians deceive you. Who you see a 1 year GH, young Contako. If you are a fruit strike or Nunti Namuni area, no more Anamoto. May catch a man or quarry. There are people here, and ne, Omuhumia, Omusi Omutiase, or Safumafu or Himpa, and your MPP. Ninu Kuma AGYEMAN or NDC. Shelia Ite or NDC, no a minister. Ninu Penny Professor Ite or MPP. NDC lawyer Larry Ajeti.
The best station in the capital.
Or NDC. Ne Papa Waka Baby Peter Lajeti or MPP. Samuel Jinapo or Himpa or MPP. Ninu Penny John Jinapo or NDC. Me and me Jina Hay, me or MPP. Ninu Penny Kamara or NDC. Ye fear Dakom. No number Dakom. Me Martina, me Gina, me catch them one. Me who opposition da. Me party dia wa co-opposition. But me kasa me co-opposition. Look, one minute you ono. Look, me who opposition da. Me party MPP a co-opposition. I me dia me co-opposition. Because NDC wa power me didi. Kamara me kono homa me score be mame. And then me wa part me wa power. Bibi here na obe frame me. Ye kasa da na ma who opposition no. Enti mondwin my party and my that's the only thing.
Nit FM Neo. Utie oha echi punk no. Nit FM.
ASEM inabeko. Ejume inabeye miara heyo miaro obire inabebo miara heyo miaro asemi pesini kwa asemi miara asemi pesini kwa
Jamagana Fujina Kwaba the bed needs 100.9. Ene eye memeda no said your women say fitiamun komo ebasadia na ya kunadu na pamfo meju omodwani wi na wotwe na yesu ya jiedwa na ye de dwumedia ya tuni din sa asem yidika na ye de abro ye betena se efi sabe kopem se nondu ebebo enu ti ba bibia wo bia memo akwa abawo Ye mo akwa ba ye ba bedwendwen ye man Ghana ho. O man Ghana nyame yandoma ochena na ye nya 65 years. 65 years on so far enwa mama te sen ye ba ba bedi nkomo. Ena no pe ye bedi nkomo pa na ya hwe ye man Ghana no sadia o man Ghana no eko. O man no ekwa animu ana ye te sen ana ye wiawia. Na me de obisa me ameka se ye wiawia. Ye kwa ye nim na emom ye kwa ne kakra the speed at which na ye de kwa ye nim no me ubisa me enso many because no ma bebre wo ho a yetumi tena se ye nhwe han saa na ade na jiegu ajigu wi a afei na ye ba bebisa ho nsem afei ne ye ba bebeka ho nsem oman a ye serious nation na yetumi ade oman sika eye bibi ne yetumi jan manishe nwirem yetumi jan mane pro yetumi di esika ekoto cars gallopers ya yekoto babegu he nka mocheche mayen oda mocheche mayen aga na vosia yesika it is a price yuzu kakra na meso makwa kwode ne ma yuzu kakra nka mocheche mayen tanya hwekra ye betumi di akwa afuom ho so orden ye no ma ye wo koku afuom koku afuo wo nkurase na nke ye de beko ezu ye ma ne say project say gallopers na wanyamwa ho amwa ni nyina kwa akotu agu oman serious nation pa ni o serious nation ye ka ho asem yo enei after 65 years saying na enoma eko after 65 years ye motorway Ghana ye motorway no na afei na UK aban edwen ho se won be ye the first motorway ewo UK time Ghana ye motorway no na afei na UK aban won no dwen ho se won be ye motorway o but ye bisanya o mogran de bedi yeso enye o mo de bedi yeso asa the time o mo di yeso no mo ni motorway ba kokra wo UK mountain so how many motorways na UK for etima building na yen motorway no so etesen yen motorway tema motorway ba ko pe this is so far no great etesen oman a ye serious nation na yetimi di sika eyi akwan edi guard rails ye di sisi akwan no said ya atoyire chembisi tese woko taifa ne ade a kona kwhwe guard rails ni nyina woma ni nyina yeyiyi afiri wo cars asese no amoamoa alomifu odwia bi scrap dealers ye mu bi edwia bi ene de keka aka ho oma yesi serious nation ye boka ya ade a ne yeyiye ni na ade ne san ede kana san ba be mene yen na ye sen pesika foforo na ye de akwa ye pesika foforo na ye de akwa a serious nation enuama ebetimi di sika de abre oman no enuama ebetimi di sika e de abre oman ebi ni Aburi Botanical Gardens and the bia meka because me Aburi Botanical Gardens na minim said na gardens what here minim Aburi Botanical Gardens pa 30 years back na minim said na gardens what here me papa kra no one me ma mi hia ya na according to me papa also wo mkosia wa Aburi Botanical Gardens room 25 enuti na me 25th August enuti na me 25th August so they say enti Aburi Botanical Gardens minim said their gardens what here and the minim nei send their gardens ho aye nanka yese ye pa Aburi Botanical Gardens a abeji din ewiase afa na nyinara amanonefo wo mo de Aburi Botanical Gardens edi yimfoni ye de tauto ye ho ene mfoni a obehu se ye Aburi Botanical Gardens bia ye mfoni dada mfoni dada mfoni bia na efe na beka se Aburi Botanical Gardens ni ya menye o ya dada kwana kwahwe se de hwaye kwana kwahwe se de hwaye naka one of the tourism potentials yewo ewo ye manyimu a sika ebetimi dia bro men enye sika ketewa sika ebetimi dia bro men enye sika ketewa eso ya to na jejemu ya hwa mana pratete na nado da kwaku fuado na afie twemu no okọ ho ekokan se ekohia otubo jankwasi a ode kokoto omanim se Aburi Botanical Gardens na ben wo mo ba be bibi dia fa enti na nado ye hwe wanim se Aburi Botanical Gardens edian after 65 years on ade ebetimi di sika breyen o ebetimi di sika edi abreyen edi sika bebra oman na enkose nsuo When my dear back one be tourism ho. Tourism no edisika bebreo ense yusuo ye kotua compensation mo bia enkoye hwe enti se ya no ma de ya wo mo fam agudie no wo mo disika be hye wa no mo sese ye japade no mo wi no mo ja hoko. Tourism ne de wo disika ba beto ho na wo disika no to ho wi a waja ho no aye de na wo call baby yema yeni nko tourism ho yema yeni enko tourism ho Kwawu me I was part of the Kwawu tourism initiative na me ka ho bi sabre no na eye delale no mo abemu no eye maami ofusu ajare na oye tourism minister ni speeches aya go back na hwe eye ni speeches na okenkan ebra ye bedi Kwawu Easter oboye din ewomu because yen na ye providing eye custodians edema all over 250 tourism sites na Kwawu no yen na ekuta yen emfoni enye say ye kan keke ye de hu foni be kiro na ye de wakọ ho John Benjamin Ghana ha no omo ye kana sabra tendi obeji na ne Ghana ho could you believe that John Benjamin na ye de ne fo Kwawu tafuo me kra na me hu ne da for 5 consecutive times ye de John Benjamin efo Kwawu tafo bepo a ye fe ne buruku ye de ne fo buruku holiday bi na nani nka no waso no waba Kwawu ni yede na fu sabe na Kwawu tafo hene na ne mi refini di awato na no mo se do a ene mase ababe di ade ono na ete so na yede no furu aye buruku owia no wa Japan so na go ene sa weekend ne di anya asem keto a sa weekend no tum se ye amanfo kwan mu yede ewo Kwawu tafo so it is a tourism ya dia nipa ne di nani ba behwe na we Jessica de atoko na okọ ordinary behwe na we Jessica no na de atoko na okọ on betu form on be yehwe obesan di sika mom na ede ba woman mu it after 65 years on no ye tourism ede ne ye ede afa ye tourism ho na nse na meka se ekuo bi pagya wo mo mere so ka se be ya na ka te se adwada holiday bia yenim se ensi efiada no na ka ye fa nkɔhye fiada se de betimi ya boost to eye the local tourism ye betimi ayama na ye ada ne yanyama ne ye executive instruments ekuta eye minister interior minister betimi declare adwada holiday na emom enam se ye pese ye boost to ye local tourism ni ntino na ka holidays bia ye vaja Friday iti wo pon adwuma ya wada obetimi asim cape coast obetimi akọ pilot baby ade ye ko ye ewo eye Gomua East wo mo resort bi wo ho ho kama ho ne Gomua Wonderland ko Gomua Wonderland na kwara kwọhwe michia eye honorable Kwam ateduafo kwa kwa na ye fro ateduafo kwa duafo kwa duafo kwa Gomua Wonderland from when you kwacha ade kwanya ya faso asisi Charlotte na chese wo betime gurugwa na nenamu wotime de wonsa pointe eye tilapia na ye de tilapia nkwan na ye ne de amount wo pa akrante na wa pointe akrante na ate ne akwa kokuno na ye de amount itina ka holiday bia na fasha Fridays ya fa ya holidays bia sha Fridays ni nyina ne say ye betime de boost to the local tourism because a holiday ni ko se ukuada no why na ba betu kwan ade echi obekwa adwuma iti why na etu kwan ana ba Mondays mpo eye iti Mondays no betime tu kwan no eye wo Friday no na se wakotuto ma Monday no na nwumre no wa ba de echi na akwa adwuma iti na kiyenye bibisa na fam boost your local tourism after 65 years ede na ya de afa your local tourism ho after 65 years enoma bebre wo ha ya ka chi wo mo ba ni nyina mu no wodwen wo ka ho asema na ya but what can you do? What can you say? Me de men ka so man no baby de etia na etia yakoyenim ye wono ma bebre wo ho edi adanse hwehwe yakwan nom ne ade yakwan ewom se yakwan ni bi nye na nso ya wakwan a eye pa nei wonam so autum say yes Ghana kwan na wonam so yi oli se yakwan tempo no yentimi ndualize no a ye bonya me pa se ye bitima yes ade na ye free ho yakoyenim and they watch a high rise buildings, say, what your memu, watch your malls, abeba your menu, and the account, ya quayanim. No, we can do better. Ye bet me aquayanima and say. Ye bet me aquayanima and say. A ben you ma hodoa, a productive, a profitable entities. Pine Ben so near Faso managino. Pine Ben so after 65 years. Pine Ben so any Faso at the managino. Menu a ben you ma baby negu. Dear Jaho. The trade fair. There's a trade fair now, yeah, dear. And our political parties in the Korea Congress are a one now, one no. And Kane pa na miko school, na ye ba trade fair, and yasem ketua. Ye ba trade fair, 1980s and 90s, ye ba trade fair. Utum say yasem ketua. Ezo ni nyina tetia pansam. Ni nyina tetia pansam. So ho. Eti mo ma yan hwe na o mine after 65 years no. Enye se be ka ta to ye ho saa keke. But ye betimi akwa ye nim ne ye hu se o mine no e fa hin ne ye de o mine no ye de ko. E fa hin ne ye de ko. Ye leadership style net say. Obi adwen na manyoku hu, obi adwen ne partisan politics ho. Ano mine first. Ghana first. Ana manyoku no first. When nyina ne ye nsem a ehu hia se be no mienu. Ye ba be di 65 years nyakopon ya adomochena den. Ye be kwa abu. Sa wo de won go keep kosini bia. Sina television ho. Na dwen wo ho bisa se oman no e dey contribution na wo waye de ebu oman no. E dey contribution e na waye e de ebu oman no. Sa wo ye minister, sa wo ye hwan, sa wo ye nsantroni, sa wo ye teacher ni, sa wo ye medical doctor, sa wo ye hwan, wo ye lawyer ni, o contribution e de more man na sen. Eti ayade a ese yema ye ni konhu pa. Ene wo mebebe fia ha delali se wokpo. In fact, delali menini shia che papa adi shuku sam no ne ade na delali nso oye communication officer udru awutu senya Easter. Ono no communication officer de ma ND so fia ha a ye ne no e ba bedi nkomo. Sara na metwe ne mu eye owukọ eye okan koi south a eye first vice chair edema NPP owo kan koi south constituency ono nso ebebe fia William Sango nso ebebe fia na eche yabomode na ye de nsam ne ye de agu apono so Sango kura de mintimi hu na nado danko akufu ado de nsem bia to dwa se Ghana for sere ye nya abotrema no na a room was not built in a day enya de a so beten no oman no na oman no mu ayeyi a enye prekope eya abotre na ese ginya ono ahu se no mu oden de nso abotre na ese ginya de ma no yenkwai na me ne doctor OSEI Owusubonsu oye political analyst ye ni nkomo emfanfa se nsemi ya president e dia tudwen ho doge na no pe me mu ache e de benit 100.9 so na me patcho won to say
Adam na also
Nyankopa Domboko yo yedi kan na nado danko akufuado ne samode tu dwafa na memue hu se ohunu se Ghana fo no asade ye pentem expectations ne ye high ebro babedi ade na yesusu se noma be contententem na noma nko ne saa noma ne kura na asade emu sei no na nado ka kire ye se yenya motere na memu no enafom oman chechire no enafom sense mi oka de kire ye betimi etie na sopamu ne
Adedi ka meki atiefo. Me gidi se. Yeni adoption. Embom ye be kasa ho. Ye be tie na so be kasa ho. Se de odi ka kan se the man for expect se me am content. Me gidi se appetite no. Auditions na na ma obasa. But this is no ye campaign. No one to ye Yama oba udi certain time obeye. Yaman for so action. That man emba. He stand for here to say expectation also. Also no catch it. We need this man for asem no. Actually class among kasa.
Na obi bebisa se so. Said the okan opposition kasanko. Oba abamudu mu a kasanko enti ohwe opposition fu ya womo no de womo so mbe meja nanado said dia omeja wo mo ebra no mo wa ben mo no iti oka bibi say ya na akwakwa say na ade no fa che opa magana fo say ade no bae no em say wapem so amfie num na owumu a okonfie nsia wapem so a say na ade na ti o iti say oka bibi mpo a eno de che opa magana fo bia no beto amafo akoma so rather than say obeka che say yenya abotre because wo opposition no na nya sa na no kasa
wohwɛ sese na ebi a deɛ ma ne mpa kyɛw no sɛ ɛsɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so bi yakɔgyina covid ebi a nyɛ covid a ɛsɛ nyɛ covid ɔfa te baeɛ a ebi bia no ɛno na ɛsɛ ɔmo no ɛde yɛ apology sɛ the whole world ne face economic crisis after the covid ebi a ma no mpa kyɛw.
okay na yɛhwɛ ɛyɛ wɔ mo kasa aya wɔ mo ne yɛ kane no sɛdeɛ woka yɛ ni option bia nia yɛhwɛ ne so no na yɛ president ɛsɛ yɛnte ase na yɛfa ma no na daakye ne mu ɛtesɛn wo deɛ wo yɛ political analyst daakye ne mu ɛtesɛn ɛde man
o mehwɛ sɛdeɛ nneɛma esi kɔ no the covid no the program a now COVID no okay. The suti the issue who in nefe and near mark to 20 years me give and near my beko Ghana or that. Let me problem one war the economy no. They deadly national manning a yao. The long term say we are Ghana next 5 years see the economy. And the next 10 years, I be really a first year. It is only money, dear, or I think I want to be a level Mr. Labo. That is the program of Ghana. The brass was there. In our investment. Planning yes, year. The party in our power. Now, official, not party be a the national planning legislation, you say it should be and going to be applied to be our power, our friend and growth will be a shepherd. No planning. About I know next party also be about power. Also, the lady. Yeah. This is West of Ghana Economic Department. KNUSC Engineering Department. You say Ghana Bar Association, other professions, are preferred. Market classes. Near Casa Ghana, I be here this way, especially in the next 5 years. It is a national planning and yet party from manifesto. Because okay, to about 2020, 30 hours here by moon. What I call it manifesto. You want 2016 manifesto or the banner. When you move, no, actually, the people from what is the problem in
Ghana? Na and ya ken na ya one national development planning commission wo ho na BBC so ye kan say na say one no sabe are they not planning for omino and now one na politicians ni so
him say na quite to say that to be a cutting for a cutting that committee and say organization if the party be back no confirm group abesho we should buy no so be you akopa we abesho if the ebasa no a consistency that is what America say any be a very void of politics na ebia mpanko parliament na omon passe man may bill say member say if next 5 years same the first year.
okay now doc would you admit say amount focus no mama dia is the reality on the ground?
Oh yes when you need to be or take Ghana into man panina gravity as to say a Ghana and Kwana my head worldwide problem and not for next year. So here's you see petroleum product wa the price affected by the Ghana the na market young one who's a money intimate.
Adeɛ baako a ayɛ na ɛma enoma mu ɛyɛ dene ma yɛn no ma yɛwɔ this part of the world na ne sɛ yɛ exchange rate wohwɛ a enoma a yɛkra ɛde bɔ ɔman no mu no ɛdɔɔso eti yɛsesa buru ne sika dollar na yɛde akɔ akɔkra no ɔman aban yi ba yɛ ɔman nya ne tie sɛ exchange rate yi deɛ aban yi ba bɛ bibi afa ɛnɛ yɛ kasa yi dollar na akɔ akɔduru 7.8 7.8 nipa bi kura ebisa sɛ na Dr. Baumia wɔ hɛn ne yɛntene eti ɛba ne saa na sɛ yɛde kɔhyɛ covid a asɛ enwie pɛyɛ because adeɛ na no mo ka sɛ magye feed akɔma IGP ne yɛ hu ho hwɛ because ɛno ama no nipa no kukuru sika bebree na ɔde akɔ akɔsesa ɛyɛ dollar ne ti no ama ne ba bedu ɔman ne mu a na ma no ama no boɔ nso ɛyɛ the one of the factors ɛdeɛ ne betima ka fa
Not only is for foreign use. Answer pay. Roger name Yamadi and Kaya produce what has said. Yankaria Huna, yet told you, passing. You say, no, some Buama. Akosoro kakra. Petrovia, I did you how you produce. I told the people I had the no crown of a papa. Yasa kokra. Idinka Tanya Mano. Nadia Yintim or Hanon Kwan the aircraft. It is a can also be more. Yes, you know. Man for dollar no so.
enti obi betimi de sobo edi abo eye Dr. Baumia say Gwefeli being the head of the economic management team ebro wo position ye tin sama na oka na nei akwakoba say dollar no baby akwakogudu even wo ba ba mu no kra ne nsemo a oka kire kwan on befa so na wo matimi arrest the dollar na dollar wo matimi arrest no that is Gwefeli obi kasa all right
Obi obeka sabia. So if you ho odin no ban ko COVID. What is this ho odin no kra dey? I will say say COVID no pa boy. Because it do bad no. Na untimi nkra ne ma no.
sa
And them say that time no mo na artificial no speak say na ho odin na wade achisi. That time no ka so wachisi. Agina ho odin atu ade ne safo ama IDP. They give them artificial process there. We are seeing how to onboard them one in Ukraine. The man, I'm working a bar so kakra. If you see a man for that shot, I'm going to say, you see, okay, the economic management, that should really of him.
Nado, reshuffle, I don't pana.
Maybe I know if you say the best of.
Because I need a yenny baby adjoins and finance minister crane, so go to Mr. Sano.
So, him find the best now. As a coach here, what do you play as a common? Now, your bench, Obia bread, and then the one brand of credit, your ideas for the bench.
I'm more enough for more. Weigh my lessons ahead of your subsequent elections, sir. Ye be yen somewhere among your phone be catching yen Ghana for yen no ordinary Ghanaians. Ye passport mu ordinary negum. E dear na ese ye fast we ni ben, any aso ben, and ese ye fast we de etie e de hwe among your phone.
And near maybe the petrol. OGNDP, NDC, Obia Babamu. You see, NDC, I'm going to complain the petrol. Abandoning but she has a bush on the set. I'm going to the pen and go. Dollar, no, but and abandon them. One of my dear Ben and Cambe. The same me, one more young campaign, or more manifesto a year. I say it is actually a baby. Then who say they do have one. And now say steady, then on the catcher, steady a bear on the power. Because the Ghana is here for the next 20 or more years, you know. That two parties here and India Daniel. You can't know ya. I did over 1 year for position for Hankamay. No answer Kamay. Why you send or bear the onka. If you say, the same you are more
na yetimi abɔ akyira hwɛ sɛ ɛyɛ possible sɛ deɛ ɔmo kan saa na ɔmbɛyɛ na
so the area EBT 2020 election and this is the Mahaman and okay say almost 3 SHS on best at the private school two by the crowd or station that same nurses and the getting I want to take on any of the cancer they say it's possible because around that time almost about it was discussing in our crochet. Abano here only government well also discussing in our crochet. Also about best and private. Now if you cross out the contextual you know who say na and man be a very interesting. The beginning of my campaign I say it's person.
Okay. Dog, after 65 years on, what assessment to Ghana?
According to Yakubi, yes, you share your name here. A bit higher. So, share in after the first president of developmental project, our shares here, and the subsequent government in the Bayern. Yeah, best 10% the crack one. It is essential. Then so during the military regimes, especially during the TNDC, almost all the factories in Kabi and Kumasi are more beton. It's a Ghana no. You are going to ABC Pasa. It me a question, sir.
Okay. And none of pay yada say when you didn't come on. Yakupon Shroud. Jane a Dr. OSEI Owusu or your political analyst on an ayenno idin common. How you did 100 points and I make us say William Sango, what can I say? Or your first vice chairman or kind quick south about to Pesuaso. Na Omuguzo police station elections in Bibi San said America. The Lali Sawako, the Lali in son Atana Sedada. Communication officer Ewutu Senior East. On son part of the NDC National Communication Team. The Lali Memo Kwaba.
I carry me, Joseph.
Mishia watch papa.
Anyway, more than
Gotcha. You see, where they?
me who you know.
Get the Jacobas.
Well, here interview our year out. I mean, the way enough film there, I can say, someone, the president, Dr. Mahmoud. I like question Abisa, political science.
Yeah, analyst.
Whom design said Dr. Mahmoud Baumi. I don't know the answer. I don't know. Actually, I mean, I know say what you have followed Ghana politics for far too long. But I don't know whether Dr. Mahmoud Baumi had made the past, even this year, we're making any comment.
Not that I know.
Magdi, how do you feel?
But so or digitizing economy, no? Oh, yeah, digitization.
Magdi, the point is the head of the economy. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Tamana Sebi, MPP for your campaign. Ababefa Abejuano. Yeah, you see about Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. He was noted for certain, your friend say, he was noted for certain things. And I remember about Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, he was noted for certain things. So you'll be now about the exchange rate. I bet Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, or when it comes to taxation, I mean, that's what they do. Or when it comes to pay the country from taxation to production, when it comes to exchange rate, when it comes to food, so the question is, where is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? And you see, my J, to be honest and frank, I think say and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia even invite journalists. Say he want to talk about digitization now. I think say a journalist should find a way and ask the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, say, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, can you give us a bit lecture about this? Can you give us a bit of a lecture about the fool? What is happening? I mean, my dear, we should be able to hear the Vice President speak. I'll call Cape Coast Conference 2017 was there. Someone will introduce you the economic management. So, I said, this is solid team. Well, it's the political analyst. What do kind? We say people have the belief. We say even the finance minister, the permanent. What kind? I say probably no. He's the best that the president.
Is the best that the president think maybe.
But my G, we a student of politics. We a journalist actually. You sincerely believe the MPP, the best finance expert they can have in the MPP is the current finance minister. My G, do you believe in that? The MPP, MPP for more. Almost see we have the men. The one who team or see we have the men, we have the players are only substitute. Is it not problematic? Any problem?
Okay.
I see about
yeah, back on the inside. When she uncle no. Samuel, first vice chair, or can't quit out.
Yes.
About on the question.
Oh,
my police station.
Okay, go say the only say the BBI for who said BBI the first party for police station for area zonal coordinators, constituency executives. I just say, Yama ACC or baby no, can't go sat there in Siwa. In the Cambo door a year, a fair, you be I mean, see, boy, Yama, you can see. Okay, can't go sat there. Just say, you're calling him, sir.
It's a matter, all the police stations. Oh, sir. Oh, fine.
No,
that's good. The first vice, and it's always saying, Cobium. So, can't quit out for that. I'm a non-rate tremon, 1 million is a paper mount.
No.
William Samuel.
Yes. Na, de la Obisano, Obisan, IT saying, Video, they are coughing. Who has some. Now,
is that the same? No,
but you see, say yes, yeah, comparison there. Your finance minister, you can say, why are they? Because a moment time, no, finance ministers are mobile using, maybe you're gonna phone him, Nemo, dear film. The Omutimi, and say, Omudium, Gomuti, Edison, Mama, Edico, IMF, say, IMF, and I see, can meet me who are containable. No, the boy, baby, a mom. That is what they did. And I know that. The Obiamo Ejuma na work of all their common subcontracts. Now Obi aye Ejuma na ma near here and say what presenting report there. And then the Magderica Obi Juma no be abet me aye. Say Bema all the Bema subcontract. Now I am now we are not their bro. Now the coach president say Ejuma ma ye ni. And then they can be abet me aye. Some finance minister style ni there. Na system ni there nka mikra ma there meet me aye. See ye nyina ye nim the track records of all the finance ministers now. From my NDC, use you know, shared before we my bazaar on any bank, just a collapse system. No people you trusted, I did Ghana Sika same machine in them. No any bank crash here, share near Munema the FM or Ghana. So a basic track record of finance ministers there, and the Amundia, they have no moral rights on criticizing current finance minister because or boy Juma. Near Mun say, and I'm happy to say, okay, Papa can say. Ghana have one economy. No, so and no on itself no answer no. But near can say I we believe that we can do better. Now Ghana phones get to say we are far better than the NDC.
Okay,
whatever it is, they are expecting good results from us and we will deliver.
All right, so my young coin na yembisa. President Akachi say yinya botre. Afidelali. May chance substantively for next 15 minutes. President say yinya botre mano. Say no as someone can move say haram. How?
Okay, you see. Asema cost nothing be I'm me fa kwa nya we so I'm a fast akwanya in 1 second. Okay, the truth they say, yeah, who yes, they say when you obia say go chat in. It's somebody who is lying to himself. Dangerous thing, obvious. So when you meet an MPP, instead of say Obenya say to admit that the country stumbled, and they make certain records. Is it the same people as say really the same statistics? Yeah, see, you even here want to compare your finance minister to Dr. Komnedu, the man who achieved the highest growth in the history of this country. Inflation back to back for 33 months. And you want to do comparison? You see, Manje, I wonder the kind of mindset the NPP people have. Because me, you'll be our own. Even when it comes to Dr. Komnedu, in terms of economic comparison statistics, I will not even go there. Because from independence to date, the highest economic growth what Ghana history. Dr. Komnedu, when he was the finance minister. When it comes to inflation, single digit, back to back, 33 months under Dr. Komnedu. And you want to do comparison? Come on, I believe that when people from Kromiti want to pay, they'll be so disappointed. But my dear, let me come to what the president has said. May Asema Timia can say the Uya politics. I did back one, a yes, Timbia, a do with him say, obey a principle, obey a concept, and I say, be boom. You see, maybe I want to go from so and a COVID, my dear. Okay, my dear, maybe so is Ghana an island? Ghana, any island. So anytime I will make a certain claim, we can say, what can say, a man confused so wait me. I did back where so consider and say, there are possibility of shocks. And you see, there was shocks. There were a whole lot of things. But you see, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, what time I know Kasan, he never considered the fact to say Ghana was not an island. He never considered the fact to say BB Air cost or other part of the world that he affect Ghana as a country. He never considered that. It's this excuse that because of COVID and what have you not, then the vice president and the president by now they should have been resigning. Because what it simply means is that in the event to say in the future, BB at 2 say they would have given up. They have no business occupying the position that they are occupying. But my Jerry, President Nadu Dankwa Akufo-Addo say, "Ye man, ye nya abotre." Now me ask my BBC and they say, "The way MPP." And Jerry, I said this the other time. Me say MPP for. Maybe someone the next time we call conference. See, don't see a mama present in car. Don't even allow the chairman of your party, general secretary, all the speeches. Mun shelve the speeches. I want you to do this. Munfa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, this statement. Now, Munfa President Nadu Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and some of your appointees, even the finance minister. Come and now catch us amortization interest. You 10 billion. Say it's amount to incompetence. It's amount to your first. The economy is in shambles. Don't compare it, and then we are paying almost about 50 billion amortization. Into your boss soundbites, no boss video. No, we are close to our conference. I'm telling you, by the time they are done, some supporters would have resigned from them. Because I'm comparing some of them proud to 2016. No, we heard the Ekokoswa, they would have resigned from them. Now, you see, my Jerry, this is President Nadu Dankwa Akufo-Addo talking. 4th of May 2016. But today, that was 8:51 p.m. ASEM okay, no say the current depreciation of the Ghana cedis against the US dollar is because of bad leadership. We should not be where we are today to buy a dollar for 3.72 uncooked. This is President Nana Dankwa, then candidate Nana ASEM no canon. And my yeah, listen to what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said. When you question or set him out, the former late Vice President Mr. 170 questions.
170 questions.
And then, but the same question, man, Dr. Mahmoud, one have two close me answer. He cannot even answer two. Now, and then, my dear Mankasa, my sister station. And then Dr. Mahmoud, we are cutting out. And you be son specific question. Do you believe he said, yes, he imposed tax on them? I said, no kind. You see, nothing indict a man that is on words. It's in the Bible, cracker say everything shall pass. I said, my word, because words are powerful. And then the vice president, he's not talking about the economy. First, we're organizing series of letters.
Now, some moment response, okay, for so what yes, you are taxing the poor. Now, poor no, you are moving free more. If say e-levy crab by say poor no, you are moving free more. What 100 cities are you not pay?
I think say MPP first a party. Say they bring now some of the appointees say they don't respect. Put here what the Western Regional Minister can. Or since so to mean 70 Ghana cedis a year, it means you are not poor. Oh no, baby, you're cooking lunch. Now how much does he spend when he go and eat his lunch? Imagine where MPP minister go and eat lunch. How much does he spend? So you see, on my journey, say Ghana fund the young impoverished, young woman, and here for we are okay, we want to do. Is that what he thinks? Is that what the Western region we see? Honorable Oslo also say, oh, will be a 200 Ghana cedis. That means the person is so poor. Is that the thinking of the MPP? Now, my dear, the point in it say, President Nana see in your Botebewana. If you are saying, you can't approbate and reprobate.
Na aboteni nyaboteni be. Nyaboteni. Yes sir.
Yeah, well, President Sanchez to me meboa. Meboa. Fa kon 900 meboa. According to even Honorable in Japan, on Kasane concession, and even some of the documented fact. Some are MPs, or stranded in abroad, US. I cast some rushing back to but when it comes to the E-level. Plain Ben, Yamfa Falcon be Uncle Fabi Bagana. Falcon, and some of the African head of state. I'm going to call UN meeting now. Imagine you have your president of the republic, or can't you say it's not fit for purpose? Imagine it's here for Mutim. You ever say me the Lali Ametiano? But say, before we are the Abraham, me di because me di a bit me kumi. Now me my fa Eddie and mammy, you are son or was so di near kum. Am I being sensitive? Play now, say, and you're fit for purpose. No? What the other African head of state? So I'm your moon tree. I don't know, say, who MPC stranded were Brutia. You didn't confirm from the United States of America, Eddie Omoba Ghana. But what President John Carter said, you cannot board that same flight. Now, the President of the Republic of Ghana, recently, acquired 2 Yokodi 10 days. Obahi. President spending $14,000 just on hiring a private jet. Imagine. Opa, yenya conversion is here, my dear. First, the Kwana me yano, your friend say, is this serious today? If I get one cassa, I cannot cast $1 here, my dear.
Dollar is 7.8.
7.8.
Yeah. I said the last time I checked.
Times 14,000. My dear, I have 1.9 billion. And our president, although Catcher said we should tighten our belt, that is how much he spent on a flight. That is so, sir. Your man, you're broken. And this is not the first time I see my day. How many hours now are spending? Because another spend 36 hours or 2 coins for 10 days. Imagine you schedule your spend. You're spending 3.931 million Ghana cedis. Come on. Ghana, your president, now to Danko Akufo-Addo, and any company, we have run it like this. MPP for must say, see, even sometimes we come to polling station, we come to constituencies. Some of your people have worked, even teachers have worked for 20 solid years. They cannot even boast of 10,000 Ghana cedis. And you have a president spending almost about 1 point something billion on a private jet for an hour, and you want to sit down here and justify it? If the president Bekacho was saying 30 about, we should have patience with him. Why is he not sacrificing for this country? Or you catch your say for your home bar for the more man. And then the president can so find a home bar for the more man. Why is President Nana Dankwa not sacrificing for this country? Even per natural order, my dear, if he's a baby a president, if he would have sacrificed a lot for this country. And then people are lying on the bare floor. I will not sit down here and say so. People go from that from one and one. It wasn't happening in the past one. But you see, when you have a president, no, see there, hey, more kakrana me anymore. Or call friends. Now he was paying $16,000 an hour for a private jet. So how on earth? And I over convincing Ghana for. And you are living like an Arabian king, Sultan of Brunei. I doubt to say, on my will call France. First, I'll call France. Oh, open my child, or Mumbo Busia. Meanwhile, the French president is not hiring a presidential jet. So, what kind of country is this? Uncle Bisa, Gideon Buako, see, I didn't see a president. Or high, if it's a private, or so. President now far Konima and go to Jenny. Jerry, a year move for any day, any poor farmer can afford. President. John Mahama, present at a mosque. In terms of vertical affairs advantage, they have it more than President Nana Akufo-Addo. Between the two of them, one and the other suffer knee pain. Who be in Minister for Defense? Oh yeah, in charge of defense. One grantee interview on radio station. Maybe he has been twisted. Or Kasa or Parliament. You be saying I didn't a president a high private jet or can't say because president want to freshen up. That's what to me drive will play. That's what he said. And you want to sit down here and justify it? But Jerry, you see the problem of this MPP they say about must say COVID. And let me give you the statistics. I'm saying because of COVID, here revenue idea I come from San Omoka. Now my J, let me ask this simple question. In 2019, COVID, in China, that was December
2019.
2019 your revenue as of mine. Abraham you recorded COVID. But we recovered COVID somewhere in March 2020.
March 2020.
Was 45 billion. That was the revenue that we gathered in 2019. 2020 almost say COVID, you know, and your revenue come from no. We had 47 billion. In 2021, we had 57 billion. So my J, how would you convince me that COVID and my revenue are come from? When in a year now you COVID, you know, we had 45 billion in terms of revenue. Year now COVID by
revenue when you know not what so we just opposed with the expenditure.
I am coming to that. Because you sit in this country, me say a baby the vice president should be resigning. And I'll tell you the reason why. Okay? Imagine when government appointees and making statements, students of economics, they factor it into their research. And I mean what?
Yeah.
What you know, my catcher say, Sika Munya World Bank was $100 million. What you know, my catcher? Until you took the World Bank country director to come and tell us, Sika Nya was excess of $435 million. Mewa. You have a government, our president, the vice president, head of economic money, they were lying to us, no more trying to. They were lying to us. The country do Munya, imagine when it comes to government, it's 32 billion. Tell us what you have used the money for. 32 billion. Who can't you say, yeah, by partisan committee or parliament? Now, you're investigation into it. Almost we are not interested in it. Is it a government that promises accountability, transparency? And all of a sudden, that government is operating in opacity? Who besides me, I see on country? Who besides me, I see on country? Who could be said, National Security Minister say, President, they cost, no? You perceive who amount of money a Ghana you're spending, taxpayers, you're spending for the president to hire a private jet. Or see it in country, man. We are not asking President Nana Akufo-Addo say, but catch the outcome of the meeting you had with the US president. Yes, and can. We are not telling the president to tell us and conform and conform fly. And you can. You see, catch the cost to the Ghanaian amount of money and yes spending when it comes to the private jet. We won't catch it. When it comes to your friends, what do you call it? The issue about what do you call COVID fund. You see, how much did you use this month? So say what's spending this? What's spending? Also, country. That we live in a country. COVID buy Sikadu Unyai, World Bank, IMF, Stabilization Fund, Your first European Bank, African Development Bank. Where is the money? So Obeka say cover the cost of bread. You're not talking about the revenue. Cover the money. Why are we not talking about the revenue? Revenue, si can't do a cover the money. Away from. My dear, what's wrong so? Maybe your mind do know. Sebi, you hear Sika. It's here, you see. Bible cast was it from the abundance of the mouth, the heart, the mouth speak. You be sir, minister, deputy minister for finance say, ya tete some person who issue you live, you know. Acquire collateral, meboa. Or see, meboa. You have the road minister, our parliament, road minister captured on record. Or see, the only person who live in is over the car could see our wa. You know why? Get fan on the see our wa. Road fan on the see our wa. There's a big beer one Mahamiano, would you see our wa? The major you tell us, say, we hear you levy 6.9 billion. Bewa. Ajay.
Yeah.
You see, Obika was see amount a patriot tilapia. 300 for fire and quine. Eh? Only 300 in your quine, quine yet there. What's your feeling? Minya 6, I miss me. What kind of logic is this? What kind of paralysis of analysis is this? When you almost about excess of 500 billion in terms of revenue. Then Namudi Sikana yet. Tell us, you can't tell us. And you're telling us that 6.9 billion can change the destiny of this country. Obey true air president Mama. Dr. Mahmoud, Alaji Mahmoud, Mr. Awahefa. That is what I'm saying, sir. Journalists in this country should smoke him out and tell him to talk about the economy. Obi Oyejuma Bank of Ghana catch say, hey, my Oyejuma Bank of Ghana. Let me say, me, secret what Ghana handle. When we come, we can industrialize this country without borrowing. How much have they borrowed? How much have they borrowed? And then also, and it's about digitization. Are you not surprised, my Jerry?
That digitization agenda, and you know, you bet me a accrue your revenue, the needed revenue.
My Jerry, see, the point is this. There is an emergency, the country is in crisis. Your finance minister admitted that the country is broke to the extent of statutory funding. My Jerry, when you talk about statutory funding, revenue per constitution, you see,
exactly.
So it says so only 10 million krona. That's all the percentage we call this one. Yeah. So even your finance minister is telling you so without you leaving, you ain't even district as a common finance fund. 12 months it has been in arrest. And the man who is in charge of our economy, the economic Messiah, the economic Jesus, I catch him and no say, and then he will not talk because he's talking about digitization. I don't get it to my day. This is a manner. Every month we are not organizing series of lectures. Man, and let me see MPP. Our sister video, and see, Dr. Mahmoud, while me at dollar no, they got to jail. And all lucky the kingdom. So be OJ quote me broke jail. You see, they have become so desperate to a point today. Now, the enemy who said, my dear, one President Kufo. There's one thing I like about President Kufo. Yeah, after 2000, the sort of promises that he made. And do baby no or consider. I catch a Ghana first. Oh, maybe sometimes no you don't know how it feels like. Until sir, you are the saddle. I want to we are in charge. That is an admission of humility. But in conform, we're led by President Nana Akufo-Addo. You see, when things are even in a mess, they're still talking about the fact that they have the men. Men come to me yes substitution. Men to the extent say, even in your man, statements are making you, and you're so reckless. Put him interior minister or say without you levy, say security will be porous because you hear 11 years got to first say 2 man comfort. Maybe may say in any society, I will be in charge of internal security. I can't just say without you levy, to be told to a mayor. We're exposing your security in negligence. And oh, yeah. Obisa, a great minister, also without you levy, to be to fertilizer. Obisa, your friends say, well, so without you levy, yet to me, yes, all of a sudden, you levy has become the singlest solution to every single problem that is confronting this country. President Nana Akufo-Addo say, baby, I do the question they say, a leadership, or you a leader, my dear. So, person catch a man for say, you must show that clear leadership. Say, you also say, you feel for your people. And yes, out to a private jet, now you are gallivanting all over the world. You have turned to become an Arabian king. You are living lavishly. Now, a man for they should go and pay you levy, they should pay taxation. Yeah? Who call South Africa, Maggie? South Africa president. Who called the issue about government machinery? compare the amount of money I was spending, then compared to the president of the Republic of Ghana. Okay, your first Kenya, in terms of Omi GDP, Maje, 10 billion, 107 billion dollars. But Maje, government machinery is talking about 221 million dollars. Out of a GDP growth of 107 billion, government machinery in your first in Kenya, 221.
I know better to compare that to Ghana.
Yeah,
Better compare that to Ghana.
Tax.
Better compare
Exactly.
no to Ghana.
Exactly, and I'm coming.
Because you can't government machinery now. A lot of things in the come. Or maybe when the normal or the boom a part of the government machinery.
Fine.
It will be how this account to Ghana fair to
government machinery or Ghana. What are the components of your government machinery in Ghana?
A lot.
Like what?
Now your sectors be or ha. When him says Zongo Development Fund, I didn't know. And for me Maslock. Maslock is a part of the government machinery.
Your Zongo Development Fund.
Your
Zongo Development.
Maybe I'm a Kenyan.
Your Zongo Development Fund.
Yeah.
6 years or 5 years. Let's look at the specifics. What have they done? If the Zongo Development Fund are working,
my young students.
however,
actually, be Madina. Baby, Chief, Sheikh Shaributunia.
So once I start to preamble, there are a lot of things. So Ghana, with the current situation we are facing, what we have touted as the biggest achievement of a government, our country say, they will move your mind at a certain level. They are my asked.
Hey, now football.
Nobody is doubting football. But the point in it, this is a government. Our kind of making certain promises to us. All of a sudden. You see, Manje, you see, the man more casano. The man more exposing. I want
to build your point.
I want to say one factory.
Build your point.
What has been the growth in terms of the manufacturing?
Or manufacturing a growth.
What's the percentage?
I can manufacturing a growth. I think 8 manufacturing sector no under the industrialization because manufacturing is sub and then where's here about between and industrialization itself when they grow negative. But who come quite the manufacturing now? A grow by 8.7. Manufacturing alone. 8.7. Yeah.
Industrialization.
Yeah.
What are the components of the industry?
Manufacturing is part of it.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
And when it comes to manufacturing, our manufacturing, as we see, talking about the fact that it's growing 8.something.
Yeah, 8.7.
I'll give you the statistics.
According to the 2022 budget.
2022.
Yeah.
I'll give you the statistics. I'll give you before I remember statistics.
Yeah.
And another thing they say, me know what
I'll give you time. Don't worry. After 15, I'll give you time.
I'll
give you time. Don't worry.
You see, the Ghana phone in our country, they be a year through CCI. The president or Maya when it comes to Auditor General and Kasane report, and me, also in terms of irregularity, it has a separate Yesika has been embezzled. 12.73 billion. So all this money, the question is, Afahinfa. So if you are chasing 6.9 billion, because if you say no, bet you boy your mind. Now we have lost 12.79 billion through corruption one and no come on. Then the logic sense they say, I didn't say we don't say you're plugging holes no. To ensure society can in any day. And waste. Then you are banging your hope on you levy. And a question I tell me, I say, this is President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, Dr. Mahmoud Baomi. Now, ASEM or kind is okay to say, and this is time, no, see some taxes are nuisance.
The NFSA.
But we expect to say, when people crawl by anything about tax, they will not even do it. It's your money, baby, I do not quabble so kaya. My day, they are suffering. Okwa Asante with businessmen are suffering. Business have collapsed. Okwa your friends say, even friends say, what do you call it? Or more me juma nap kumino cases they are home. They are laying off workers. Banks are laying off workers. Banks do so. Baby, now says they are collapsing. When I travel all over the country now, do baby my day Dr. Parker Sindum. GN Bank, now who structure, building a sewer, now done inquire, no, you cry for yourself and you cry for Mother Ghana. Do be sound say, we ban a KS, GN Bank, and all this bank, would you have collapsed it? They say, young gentlemen say, or money may be a dream. Who be sound so, young Koya, you live here, IMF. Now, one and a country, every two pempers. So we don't want to hear something. All right. We don't want to hear something like COVID because you see the moment we talk about COVID, Bisani said 32 billion on COVID. What have they used the money for? Okay. I'll tell you the money you scanning for.
You mean 32 billion?
Exactly. I'm talking about proceeds that come from COVID.
In terms of 32 billion Ghana.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
do the conversion. IMF am 2 billion.
2 billion. Do the conversion.
And your World Bank am 430 million Ghana cedis.
Stabilization fund.
Stabilization fund.
African Development Bank. $250 million. Do the calculation.
Okay. All right. Yes, sir. 20 minutes.
Yes. Thank you. Michia Okankwe South Fonina. Tell me woman organizer Vida and Nikono. Brabem, Michamunya, police station falling yam, Michamu coordinators. Nimsamuti, mu messages neighbor, Minimsamuti, Lit FM, the Okankwe South for it. Yeah, or a bundle in India, Obieti, and Opabia. Michabroa, Miniabroan so.
Abro, call the Empo, or call youth organizer. I've heard your more penny, and Abro.
And me mammy, no, me mammy, only Daniel Yeboa. Youth organizer, and a vocal. I had the mammy.
Okay. All right.
Now, Magdari.
Yes, sir.
The chairman of the idea, not make sure Mania Crop for me, Tomuti, MC, ni former Deputy Regional Minister, Teddy, Tomuti, Miami sister, Ophelia, Uton, Tuma, and then never on Wasso calling her. Kawan pay. Now, Magdari.
Yes, sir.
On the Indiano, Akasa. That is the Obia, the party, and my Baimuda.
Now, say to no more position, ain't it?
Yes. But now, me patcher and say that Nema o Kikanya, o no him say, Nemani Boa, o Cano Crano, and Yeno Cre, and after the fat, no, and Yenya o Cano. Look, let be our sorry. I must say, COVID, no, revenue institutions in there will be any target. Into gentlemen cancer COVID died a higher. In this argument, no dear, young Tunchi.
As a COVID by an Munyes council, COVID in an emptiness.
Michelle Margery,
it came with the support.
Michelle Margery.
Yes, sir.
Yet he has a say. Now, young fan say, Obabi in whom fano. Na, and I say, oh, na, even say, oh, papa, yeah, papa, despite.
Yeah.
I bet $10,000. Or the $10,000 ni buy, no. Or they buy and check near funny. I mean, because money sao. Now, Obabi enya Yarebia, the dindi.
Now, I could use
no, I could use scanner. Margery, Miss Shaw, Sassicana, that's all bottom. Sassicano, and that's all bottom.
A new bottom, but we mainstream when it is.
But I know, I don't know this kind of bro who said Margery, oh, Brett, into me, mouse, Kibina, what me the idea, I down nice so. Sicana, they buy and so also buy a rose and the Sassicano, I could sell Bano Yare. Tasikano, ewa bottom bill. Obetimia ajao nanzo sena na opese ojao nanzo enote this kind of bro. En sida. In the same calculation now omo kano. Michelle. Now obi ni say obi be bottom. Obi o ha enye say bia oyen hianu. But yare pet me money bottom. Emma ono ni wiase anase ni sikasem etimi ye basama en sibium. Ye nuanu mo sabi o minka enka obi ya ba enim say ni no ba bi na leukemia ha no Ghana ha. Yenim ni ekosi abranti a ojani nan so aye juma wo ni hu enya ni hu chom leukemia ba mu no ye nyina yenim ni ekosi minka ma kai ni family for yawo but ye nyina bibia yenim wo Ghana ha yenim omo a yare enti omosika sem ene atofom besi ena omotimi jam nan so biom enti yare de eba no vesa o keke enti se na ohunu sa oboa COVID buy no. Apart from say aban my edro any nema ye friends say ye num aban esam fidie aban nema bebre my aban my free electricity in the history of this country no e bin see that aban my water bill free in the history of this country no e bin see that Tasikano the whole Ghana electricity for a month no ye go check here Other than no dear water bill for a month. Sika ekom no dear. Yen yanum NDC for kind no. Ozo kan o moso. Oh, o ti say obi a accommodating na o man duane diwie na ne refi say na enra na accommodating na obo ano. When you are dealing with party omo ye ungrateful, omo mpenu kreka say na beba no. A whole government, the whole country, you in child electricity, you in child water bill. Na aban sam maye sika. Episa madwane anopa onua dwane maye. Every day. You the cost circle. Mimi constituency, I was fully involved. You the cost baby locations, Canadian police market, station honum circle, Kokompe, they say cable and wireless. Baby ye nia no ma. Sabi ehiamfo na omo ye nanado dankwa kufado ehiamfo na damfo no o make sure say ye feed omo wa ye we nyina e de amaye se na be ya e friend say ye see papa ni mayare emfa no hunu sa papa no omfata se ye be friend papa enti Ghana yare be boy ye kan say ye friend covid no aban e gran ni nan so e kire say fasting crown obeye na Ghana for ye hu betoya obeye and he has just done for this country. Obia Bonabasu said the whole world can say the leadership style no educhem country be Africa high am president o see yembo mpai sa ono onya hwe na yembo mpai nkwan na yenya enim ne atu no so but nanado e kire say ampa oye ehiamfo adamfo and ehiamfo adamfo there bibia oye no nyebe ma ohiene ne hu atono no eno na do da kwakufado eyemaye in the midst of covid yenyina ye nim nyema aban eye and interest rate still the best is still the best than the NDC time the covid any economic crisis ni nyema issues eba still the best than the NDC and call the banks now you want access to go and do something now interest normally more no kra no educhem and last week, we call meeting, baby. Mark Jerry, we call no board meeting. I call no document. I'm there 2 years. We say bank be crab staff no. Or person more loan. Or more loan. Other banks crown. Or person more be na. Or more buy any customers. That is when SGSSB. If you want me to make adverts for them, I'll do it. That is when you can see say the economy no edge and line so. And despite all the challenges, no Ghana for another banks are still on their feet. And they are ready to sponsor individuals. Business and no a minor economy and yet on my run ya be call IMF now interest rate and 35%. Now oko jisica ya the mount crown hunya day and let me know because the banks are ready to give as low as 19 and 18%. And no na individuals we are interested in. And no na bet me ama menye bi ama mesumet me akobie Peace FM number 2 ewo Nwaso lower manya krobo. So to say and no na ye can say abanya say ni obon humodia or institutions AGYEMAN. Some institutions no be man the individuals will be have the foundation to do what they want to do. And yet abanya uto abamania na interest rate equal 35%. Now inflation nam 18, 22. And yet abanya ni ekano. COVID in my pomu huano. Kamona mo COVID be 2 man ka by this Ghana ye nyina ye dwane fi ha. Se mo na mo ka che se Ghana ye dia ye nko Togo. So ene Osha or mine, Senna or mine air coina, which means Nana Dodan Kwakufado, a bon humodi. Me see the rate at which Nana Adodan Kwakufado, a young for them for develop this country. Say your coso, not MPP remain in power. Ghana, a bad Ghana, a bad developer, or be a bad shock. Go and see the railway sector, what is happening there. Fatima. Not far friends, Afenia Road, not far Dambai Road, not far Howell Road, not share the infrastructure. Railway infrastructure na do dan kwakufado ehiafo adamfo edisi kwam edi Ghana for me say the story the Ghana for be hu na do dan kwakufado ne hu faso by the end of 2024 as our railways no start ye adwuma obe hu say ye kwan ya cars e be fa ha ko Burkina sa road na mo sign no e be jai na railway na fa load na kasa e de akọ Dambai na etoaso de ko na fe ekwan no omu atom ye kwan ya ebetimi di 10 ebetimi di 15 20 30 years e dey amaye. That is the mindset of Nana Addo Dankwa-Akufo-Addo. Adwin ka say there most of the time no o transit na or ye nyoma bia ye nuanom NDC for NTS and we can understand because that has never been their style. Say ye ndwen adwin ye ndwen bibi for the future no, it has never been their style. Omo de say ene yenya 2000 ya manage 2000 say na e be di na ene e san ochira na ya dwen ochira ho Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo here for them for the say or dream beyond. And when you dream beyond that, normally from the beginning people
but
know
the
say.
one more can say Nanado dream beyond. That is correct as you are saying. But Nanado position no. And in the oba be money sama okachen any different.
Different benewum. Yeah, oba no osimemo one district one factory. Is it doing it? Oh yeah. A confi and then configure
impact ben to trickle down to the people.
Juma o share a Juma sem about time near unemployment association under them. And next time we've been able to work to bury them. It is because Ghana for who say no, this is the government of Bayer and what show commitment say to the youth. And then Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo say youth, I want to make sure say in the future no munko ye burden to your families. Into free SHS, me di mamu na munko school free. Me say Mark Jerry, me ba in this year Wara University. My next neighbor, ni ba enye Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo free SHS ka wan hwe ya yo chana obeye me ba no every bia okofa no say meet. Enye Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo free SHS sa akwala no ka mefia timi nko university ene ohwe no e wo Legon no so nya I friend say admission or university. Eno ne be boye. Me I keep saying say Mark Jerry Sanya education ye no be baby aye free no amuna dogo bi na free mu enye education my exposure my opportunities anka by this time ye nam baby kra me nka say truck between enye adwuma banaka bia na ka me twin truck wo baby talk to say ene ohwe ene okore opa ko villages na ko ka say opa young girl of 12 years and 10 years obetra o chen na hwe say obenye bia na hwe say obia go school because ene no all you need to say, Obeso ya no power jare oko school. So to say, and no, and a building Ghana. And ya more time now, Sikafo no na call me na ehia for no there ye that's your boy. Me go school, me classmate am in school. Bam months science. Oh, me say by the time I teacher vonyo be can say or started. All the chore board no so na kwala no wa twa wi no wa twa wi no. And ne ta kwala no sebi Magdalene say nya bi mi na ka o science mo nkra unum akwala ye wo school me nim say ni say a bad school books ye ntimi no na onim na egwan so because ehia no sebi adoko family no to the sense say oba satan kokote na ye hye no ono ne de no top no ya pipe e na say attach the black brown one na was ase no nti ye friend no nifa tan ye friend no but Mark Jerry ye do class work there Mark Jerry akwa no di ye first mama kana me hu ntome and credit or who can on and then me shower Juma sa boy no ye wo can see Mark Jerry ubesu say and when we continue that way that tangent now and this first started say Sikafo ma there omukwa na omunko school na da ben na ye no ye be call yenim and then because of Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ehia for them for free SHS me say as so age enkwala kra ba me ba himo time omo awie. Talk to say, and no never build your future. And then China develop what because of what? Education.
Sango, and remember why the president say
yes, I see
I didn't know.
Mark Jerry, no can say no. It is in the right direction. Because look, say, why do you say okay, me buy a school, me man ha. And a be film, ne besa kwala no, untimi mfa no nkwa. The pressure kwala ne de no. And me, I'm president I say. When your children are expecting from you, it is for you to calm them down and tell them, say, say. Akwala, papa, ofie. Now you don't tell your people exactly what it is. And I said, only adaje, say, obe show mu nyeme mu say, muntiase na mena ye wo mu no, we are not in normal time. And the ABA, ubano say, and then person me call school America. Wow, previously onim so betimi aye but the na ebia yare binti ontimi manenko and now finances aye but obefre no na na trance no aka chen say sabi kameya ma but when you wenti mintimi nye na kwala no wa de wanya ne hunti ase onye papa president onye papa they say osoya na baby opeso ya bia no ye keke on you see when you are a leader now you don't tell the people where you are going and the friends say setbacks and I say challenges e beba okwan so the people you are providing leadership will never understand you. So to say, and nothing that now make can say that professor now or say cool bebano. Okay. And then
okay.
Now people say development now.
20 minutes, you know, I 4 minutes.
Okay, I'll do justice to it. Enti na me pese me ka che me nuan say ene na na do dan kwakufa do one dish one factory ejuma. Thought me say ono ti ha no o sire bada kumfe no so onom. O kumfe no onom ebe leli biton bi o circle me friends say na e de ba obenum. Ono ehun say kumfe no ejuma. Factories bebre na na do dan kwakufa do e de ba no. Currently no we are over 200. Me say say aban bia ba no ti me ya 20 factories 20 me dem in Canada na dem cry do. But 20 poor and by this time baby I want Jerry, I've been in the manufacturing sector over 25 years. It is a mikasa. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I know Nema manufacturing sector no then kind of employment are Eddie Bregana. And tuna na do dan kwakufa do odi strength no akosha and if you passat. Madam Phobia oyejuma wo event minerals fund. Man passat ibi Jerry utima. Ya ye Ghana how na ya ye Ghana hano utima solid. No na ye can say aban papa there or junior man be ma oman no aye de akonim talk me say ye nuanom mo villages omunim nyama aban e de bom ho uhwe the year of road and nanando dan kwakufa do nyama ekom magjerry o de ye my god enchire kra ba o kan ko start higher say no yet here wa uhwe roads that it says ene bra o kan ko start o drive say smooth o be ka say o nam South Africa abonti so baby talk me say no ya ban papa ene ko fra no nwa magjerry wa fa no nwa che on
Anugwa me fa wa check akra
magjerry o fa say obeyira me nam ka kire o fa no nwa sese from Tashin to Nungwa to Nungwa barrier honuma magjerry obeyira o be ka say na ban na man for NDC for ye dey say onye rose no rose papa aban e dey ye no edu twem. The only government that wire over 6,000 kilometers of road, so that in 5 years. It being see that. Tane manu na here can say, abotre. So that say, opese obi boawa. Kwa efie bia tokwa wo mu efie na enko na nim. So that and nothing aban say, muda munya abotre. President say munya abotre manu. Na niema opese oye no. Railway sector no e be solid. Oti ase. Ofri wa, ni can say, and net interest rate still the better than the NDC. Omo ne yem pese ye be omo no they have no moral right.
Rate.
Yeah, and the interest rate
okay.
It's better than them. So it's a fact. And no sooner now, a bit more the foundation to jump. I will can say, jump, echo your business be a faso better than a basso. Now, friends say, you buy or can taxes. Taxes you buy about 70 of them now. You scrabble ye. Ninya to make sure say the businessman the humbetono. So
okay.
Everywhere banking sector. Banking sector and the NDC for Kankana me bufu. Na me say. Seriously, omu need direction. Seriously, omu nye abanya supervision and just inform. Ya say wa as president. Wa who say ya no mu edisika na akoto na twe na mare. And a banks in collapse. Obi pe 10,000 cry this obi tramba go be 5 hours. 6 hours na ni sanka ni sika. Ana ofre omu na so. Mun disika na mun sanfa ko ship na banks mun jam na so. Tena be ya Ghana ni sika wo ho na oba abaji a. Enya fe na obetra ho application. And I'll be a granted 1 month in an can sika. Ain't it? Say Ghana ni wa broche na ni business be kwa. And no one say what's sending mail. Pay so account. This so amount. Na ni business. No wa importing nema. Na ni business. Economy. Match transfer my banks now we sika ni nyina. From now the mom some van ko shape. Na mo van ko ye adwuma no so. O ma san dey there. E dey court to turn nema dan of Dubai ni nema. Want to supervise nearby ya. You can't continue because you can enye video enye tabio mango ni ekote enti say akoti mango now the amamu na friends say omo di mango scan wia we expect say you buy no yes akoton kuto esan go kan mamu yeah you don't grow a business like that and that trust no it is when leadership has forgotten say so supervisor no can tell say where are we here no ye nyen sa so to say kroboni be ka tell say no sigbelo ta kroboni ono kasa no kasa no sigbelo na tise wo your mind before and I say kunipa talk to me say na o this kana momo na o man fast kana nya nya o kasa o mun fa nya no na banks no asa collapse ye buy ye o say ye san ko pesika ebe momo na ye continue sa ene ka ye nyina ebe kwa adwuma o bank no
okay
ene obi say ono sa loan na John Mama dia momo no ono because sorry what facilitate that process in it on your 27.2 million Ghana cedi under the leadership of former President John Dramani Mahama in the Crawford, obitimi a yes, AGYEMAN, and yes, within a day. So, ye buy no yes yent me to aso sa because banks na collapse no Ghana needs to go wa onya and buy no say we cannot continue like that because ye mam opportunity now OSEI na even akwala na in the Bible akwala na ni papa man japade na okosei no obuy no say okay gide ma jo but sika ne de se me ma enjoying sa nneema na me de be ma no biom dia and de ode etwem and that is exactly what the government has done. It's in the Bible. What happened in the Bible is exactly what Nana Dankwa has done. Opportunity has been given. Now, mercy up. We don't add up. So, class one. Now, what's about training the biome? How to use money? How to manage assets? Church anything Nana Dankwa buy. Ghana for musika shi wo hono nyano obetua ye na saasika na obetua ye enunti na interest rate eda so wo baby I won ene enunti na economy no though with the heat of covid no eda so giant nine so I ne Ghana ni bia timi say ampa ye boy homody so na omo kan de collectively no aban no e born homody ya of rose me say ko Ghana ha to ho na fa Ghana ha nyina na hwe nyema ekoso developmental project ko education sector ko achimoto pena ko hwe new hostels. The current president is here in Kwelai, ebe making good use of it. Across the country, Nina AC, friends, we are working on them. Hospitals, we are adding more. And we will continue to do that.
Okay.
But and not the president said, but now he'll give you the results that Ghanaians are looking for.
All right, how you need 100.9. Happy birthday to Mustafa Mohammed. In fact, dispatch rider at the Ghana Police Service, aka Ruvers. You are celebrating your birthday today. Wayfree Solomon Kusitete, Office of the Information Minister. Now the free by Jisolo. Wish Mustafa Mohammed. Happy birthday. My mission messages in Ibina Yankotel. Where's Jerry? I greet you. In fact, under the able leadership of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Ghana will work again. Audio trumpet, tasty aspect fast food, buwashi. Also, which are Maxwell Nanu Tia Kenten, okay. Quick constituency organizer. So, quick, the
constituency.
Oh, okay. Where's Jerry? Good morning. Tell the NDC man that they should read about the world and know what is happening across the whole world. The hardship is in every country, not Ghana alone. It should know that Ghana's solution can never be solved by the NDC. Only, or the Frikaswa, or with him. When you say good morning, Jerry, the NDC should know that Dr. Bawumia have taken the back seat now because in 2018, the finance minister organized an economic forum with 40 members of finance members of the government, but the finance minister didn't invite Dr. Bawumia. So if he was not given the respect as the head of the economic economic management team of the government, he will give you chance to do what you want. It was a catcher and this was also fears of you. Where's the salam alaikum, President and Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo? If you want to move this country forward, kick finance minister out. Isa a different Samzongo. Where is the Jerry? Happy Sabbath from Discyproheptadine and multivitamin. Hey, also chia. Honorable Mbisa Okumsen. But for Ken, your plan station also happy birthday in advance to Ghana. Greeting to Honorable Mbisi Sabo. We said did I hear President Akufo-Addo talking about affordable housing? So these people are aware of everything that is going on in this country. When President Akufo-Addo have worsened the plight of the city against the dollar, he think prices of goods will remain where they are. Hey, papa, Abladi of your Kumazungu or the papa na kahon. Okay, but I say any also with the audio. Okay, now quick one now. Young call yet for so. Then you know the cool statement. Yes, sir.
I mean, make it some. You see, buy no crack. Yes, here. The railway projects now. I dare him. One time even the source of. When was even that contrast?
I said railway project in the end. They say clear. Say the funding started from JDM time.
Exactly. You see,
yeah.
So
that is fact.
You see, so you see,
there was a fund.
So you are lying.
There was a fund for
you are lying.
Project. You can't speak of parliament. Can't say. I'm buy no. I'm
so you better now be just president now don't call for this is an Indian
to go and do something else.
390
but yeah ban because of my anything else.
My John can say my I love your program because you know how to put us in check. So you peddle falsehood. My J. Me him yasema me can say. You see President Nana Dankwa Akufo. This issue about coup. When we say MP before they've taken Professor Tukuba to the cleaners, no one know. I asked myself, say, then Dr. Tukuba. Assembly pan
Awamoku and
Magje, I mean that is also another argument. But the question is, Magje, Assembly no can. It was conditional freeze in the UC. And or can't even to the extent to say we're reading a book.
Yeah.
A book no extra circumstances are not your friends conditions are. Most countries are say cool. Certain conditions make it cool. Personals we're reading this book. And we no saka say. We no a small kind so say or share the current situation going on in this country. The conditions are resemblance of in your man no reading a book. No. Say these are the conditions a man can for you cool. And one of the things I can say when the economy is in crisis. Your finance minister have admitted to it. The president himself has admitted. Young Kasa who appointees one idea have admitted this country is in shambles. Into a catch say me read the book. The book now me reading, all the coup d'etat I see in African countries baby is because of economic reason. And a man Kasa finance minister have admitted we are in a mess. The president have admitted. With the exception of the vice president who has run away from the economy, most of your appointees have admitted that the country is in a mess. So making a reference to a book I may read, the book I may reading, baby is because of an economic issues like this. How does that amount to? You see, my dear, me one thing I know about this current regime, they say, yeah, maybe our president mama will be Yamishano. God should bless that man for the level of tolerance. The sort of things MPP said, leading by the president of the republic himself. Nanado sebi in summer yeka, and they make you be. That sebi no or committee the country into said President Nanado himself. It's first number one culprit. The lies. It's an all cast me as someone can want to a cock or two or two. They do account. He lied about President Mama even when we come to the event. Say, that one chantro. He lied. Omu chantro said President Mama. DK one and they lied. Omu chantro said President Mama and then Captain Smith said, "Asema mo catch it was also a lie." Who chantro so consider with but you lied. You have the moral right to talk. And no because so and I feel say the panel is thinking about Kunuka. Again, NDC, yeah, consultative assembly. You can't say that assembly, but now correct me. Yeah, consultative assembly said did they not boycott it? Those from the MPP one boycott.
That time the MPP no home.
Now see those from the MPP we are aligned to the boycott Maggie. Yeah. When we wrote the constitution now under the NDC, PNDC constitution was promulgated one. We don't need a coup d'etat to remove President Nana Dankwa Akufo. MPP were ruling this country from 2000 to 2008. We won an election in 2008. We even have the conviction, say 2020 election, we won it. But for the shenanigans and Machiavellian machinations, I'm using the electoral commission to the extent that for the first time in the collation center and comfort these guys in the military, for 8. But for me, you see military, one vigilante, you kill innocent Ghanaians, 8 of them. No? You would have been can you win 141 seats at Kabana more than I'm. So nobody want to take President Nana Dankwa Akufo off your face, the presidency through a coup d'etat. But the American is a President Nana Dankwa Akufo, my J. I saw you tolerant to dissenting opinion. Yet, because the militant on us, a man can in our Ghana. Man can say your face, hopes I don't man can say, no, Afghanistan, one can in our. He said all these things, but the man President Mama was tolerant. He said, "Man, my one." In trouble, no more Indian chairperson. I'm a president, mama. So, what I'm just simply saying is, Obi ASEM. ASEM was predicated on condition. That maybe make my job, maybe reading graphically. Graphically, I'm reading. It's a choir in summer. CC or member cool echo see was our man. Okay. And I'm who say Ghana Hanum. One cast finance minister or president. More appointees, idea to so many my again. And all say based on this, and the year the coup about me. Obi a crowd of before because of the normal constitution. Oh, the young 1 year passing levy and passing levy, the economy will collapse. What is all this thing about? One and coup, one and coup, one. Mokra will make some of the treasonable comment when you were in opposition.
All right. But I say, Samuel,
it's too bad.
Go for it. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Momo how the same was saying some professor to go back on.
Minia, no, my started for he didn't. He will lie. You can't momo chatro. I no Osha foundation. It me Kana moi. And this. And you know, just say, oh, na MPP. Your friends, a big wins in your fat account or Dubai or ha. And just I know catch. You see, about a trod the Ghana Obi him say MPP and yes, I know so bad. What must say? And no, and hunt you. Nyama, they thought say, ye, they thought say, ye no, your best animal be ye, yes, animal. Ye in Ditro, Becano Creno. Obi him say, Ghana, I had in Kaka, yes. And ye can say, Munyabote, baby, was family biano, say, Unya crisis. Then obey ya, Ube Fimono, and they had the most important. What must say? There's a crisis about that. Working very well, say, Ghana Nibia, no Petono. Now, you call friends and professor now, or no dear, friends, coup d'etat. He say, Abia, let me see, sorry, professor, and I'm
Classmate.
Indeed, or your lawyer, or your classmate, or your whatever, or Biaku school. You see, me, when you'll be back, I see friends say, sometimes, no, or be person lazy, or see a medium of school say. The next is a Juma Bidia.
What's in I see ya?
No, Mark Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Mark Jerry.
Yes, sir.
One fan here, my heart, in one sign, Baba. One boy, I read there. So one fan, but studio, one sign, Baba. You see, so that is why we call marketing strategy and vantage points. So, and no one said near canoe. Oh, cotton idea. Now, them say, I dare not make a cotton, baby, I would be seen in a betcha any pie better. And then yes, sir. Yeah. Baby, I'll become one sem and a betcha any pie better, a better. And the moment that all can be one sem now market, what do you expect? What is your zeal? I will be company, but say, this year, my marketing budget, $10 million. 10 years, son, or person time they are not for talk. And I'm a man for the advert bar, then in our that people will buy into it. And I'm a in the over travel as a whole professor. Nanya a wo one number over can say, coup d'etat. Miss Reno, Okoda, Omo Pie, non or send me non fan channel. Because ye numbi, per Nyama a Juma a year no at the young stage, no, ye to Coin Kakra. Cote d'Ivoire time, as a assembly or Cote d'Ivoire, no, because hobby. Na Nyama me who ye no, Masa, a being too wa. Membo side the word, cool, membony didn't cry. Talk to myself. But Ninja no nature and say, on say in the Bible, no, a mammy no na king can say, Wana and Qualano yan chim, you know, near and yanny the end of so yanny day, yan chim. Talk to myself, and then end this if we who say a by election, omunt me MPP. Because of Niamana, ye no. In the side they are cool never bomb. This is a cool never to me too. Nanado Dankwa Kufado, and MPP, a buying at their mom. It in near see Bible, and no person here. Kana for Muncheni in the Bible, no, the wisdom of the king, who said, when no omni pepa, Amagana. Ghana for you who said, NDC, any pepa, Mangana. Then another Dankwa Kufado by you any term, 2024. They are coalition. They are almost mean train. Say, Omo inciting military and Omo inciting the forces, no more take over the country. No more take over the country. Omo number transfer na. Now Omo NDC wona Omo go for abana. Is that what you are talking about? Nature say Omo ni adwen pa mangana. Me say sometimes no say obe wosika na ehia friends say yare be don ko dia ene ka oni bi na wo ahwade na ko ba fa so wo so. Ene me tu say me kasa we na me ko me fie me ko didi me didi wi a me nya me man na transfer na ya homework na family kasa bi ne yɛbɛka yɛka obia mbɛtantame obi mbɛbisa me sɛ no wehu sɛ me ba no ɛnante ɛde fa ha sɛ o ɛku de ta ba Cote d'Ivoire nema me hu yɛn yɛnum bi it was because na nipa ɔde ɛkɔ ana adwuma na ɛde ɛkɔ no baabi a ɔmo de ɛkɔ sie yɛ ɛna ɛboa yɛ ka yɛnum bi yɛ ma Ghana biom
okay
nema me hu wɔ hɔnom no ɛna kutin ku de ta de me mpɛsɛ meti kora because unam na nipa ewu ɛda kwan ho obi ani ho a ɔfa wo na nipa duwe da kwan no ho a ebi ne ho fa baabi a wo hu sɛ bidie yasum bidie wɔ Cote d'Ivoire bebre na nipa egu hɔ yɛ de bidie kɔ go mo so me say nema me hu no taku de ta na professor ne kan no me hyɛ no onkoda
okay me that say
yen jai sa suban no man boy suban na yen pese Ghana be ko ni democracy ene yaji atom can be na men can be anya o de kra be fa no sa 4 years and 8 years no obi be kwa obi aba but nia omo hu say na do dankwa kufa do niema o ye ene no we are breaking the 8 it be breaking 8 there this a coup d'etat ene be bomb Ghana for mu hu omo ye say your freedom no only se Ghana wa freedom fa so wo hu dan sikenia yare abonu eda dem
madam say mama call ahoma no so tie for onso mo be ka bi ene discussions aya 03022 43540 03022 na menu wadwe che be ba choma che
yo so na bu ma
yetio
aya ka so tabura mame mo wa baso na me mo MP so te wona baso wa kasa papa hey yo so mo ka that aya mo en what that na be in for that mame chia yura da se ko bia do na friend ko kan papa na men chia yura ke da kwa na men chia yura ya wo mi asam wa den kan chama police project ya no na men chia Dr. Magu ya so company ko papa ona bo ma ke ya besre NDC tamne wo ma no yibra mama wa nko fa ma no do ma ku ko mo meli nanu ya ba ke yibra mama e baba ko ba ga to ma get e ba ga na is ko 200 million wo do ma ku ku chi no wo yin to na wo pepe ga na ko so mo meye ko Ghana wo dam a wo di do e me ma shi ye ku na ni me ma shi fa e shi fa because of those and I know that me credit wana wo ama mo transfer mu dia wo ye de poor man o ye ba mama me tia je ba ko ye ya e poor man wo be ka na you see which hospital nti ye ro ku fo the ye wo ko kuma sia wo bank ha was happen for was hospitals ko wali wo sia hospitals are ma happen for ne wo ko wo ye ka so ye ba mama ye ba na na drank ko do ye ne this very buana
okay me that say mama fa next to me ba to ma chen yetio yanko
Kobi
okay Kobi ka sa friend
Kaza presenter Maria.
yo me ba to yetio
Papa ma Jerry, mame mo wa baso, ani wa juma obo.
that's it
Yanko ponchira ofa. Ya best be NDC for omoba radio so aya omonto omobo ase. Me no ka say me 50 years. Ya kaku asamo Lawrence me hu bi kakra. Nti ya best ya omunya na ku se na mo wa. Amamu de 4 years near to aba oye wadwuma na Ghana for di otumu a omo beto aba ama yewura ma betan so no wa money bra yie enu ti na Ghana for to abatia no enti omo nya ku no omo preach no na omo fa mpai bon ta na do danko kufu ado achi ena uko US a omo kura omo usu uko brochire ma so a omo usu yewura na do danko kufu ado wa ye bebre yewura ma ta na free education ni ho so no timintua teachers ka no timintua nurses ka ene we nyina Ghana for dum so ode ekum Ghana for mu refri ene enkwala nya kwanya ko school ti Ghana for mompe we moko fa ma samba biem kuma bi na ka o senka ma de nka temu damna ma garu ni ame aduma
me dan say mama fa we so ewa ha memo achi o mache yes sir hello mache oh okay mama fa we mra me ba jo mache me ba jo yetie o yetie be me na
kusua practice no ana the cancer opponent say Roma aboy afra baka yo mu ano MPP boy nya ade economy na at least NDC a omo say omo ya fine better say we as classes here NDC for back class so 2009 you rap for free so na patrol wo go a wo be patrol later no say 80 pesos na the whole unique na 360 pesos mo go a wo be hu amra wo mo free so na 40 to 20 pesos what the gallon na 19 cities. Now, for petrol, increase over 500% from where we are before the end is for the back over 400 and something percent. You say, I know I do 100% for beyond the work classes. And my MPP, now upon them say, MPP, Brasso, Piano, with my at Orange, let's see, I see I am with me at Jagana. Share you are before Brasso, Sabra, Saddam will say Brasso. And the petrol, I equal $147 per barrel. So, Sabra, who I see as Airport 120, MPP Brasso. Now, can this Brasso na classes special ya? A dear pan and Kadana for. So, I'm a Brasso,
okay.
Dollar, Sabra, $1 1 city, 10 pesos per $1. A blow of free so not dollar for 4 city, 20 pesos, over more than 400%. And a dollar a new 100% you. You be in some classes, and this form not cry.
Mesdames, c'est ma main fan from Ebacho Mache. Yetio.
Mike, Mache.
Yenuya.
Majeri, Sango, Kaupa.
Delali, event Delali so.
Delali, Michel, yes, now, we need Majeri. Everyone wants when it says Sango. Me and this recorder, your mobile, number papa. So, who's a baboon and a Hanoja? I'm robber who can take you. Our year change. And then a track record as a and will be AGYEMAN. A track record at NDC. The year be more catching a boss and can papa. And the answer will be a wobble ball. I track a bubble and now Ronaldo a bubble. Now, ye Ronaldo, second half, while ye in a free first half. Yes, I'm back second half, I say. Yes, Sunday. Ronaldo abedi because of Ronaldo were a best player. Now, wouldn't me yet? Mamma for Samba. NDC party, what track record. Mankasa, president, I was the Akunyaso, or your first time I would challenge you. Yambo, Daddy, Omutimidi, a global cancer, a Nipano, and them, my Alia for Pano. Some record, my poison call for a wood dignity, a Wokrupano. Papa, no, ya for no chance. And this is now we a young boy now, yes, who pay AGYEMAN now back NDC. A woman said, and now do a dear or near a binding that you are born in home. Also, don't another the track record in Nano, a idea where we are seeing a demonstration. In the Bible, so continue why you're been in for your also record will be any mono, and yet another party a demonstration. In Tisana, Peter, a chance for Kano. Yes, you can't say for Bohani, now your Chesakan, who was a cano. But a modern one and another one. There can't be and can be said. Now, Omubenia Barbato, young boys, no one baby or madam. That's okay. From a new one, can't even this record that. Sorry, I know Pamage knows that would defend it.
Okay, better say. My main fa your next one. Maybe I my chair. Last but one.
Me Joseph Magari, now to say.
Yamia Doboko, you too.
Your friend me Eben, make a safi quabina. And I say, Mammy Chia Joashia, Mamma did you? Yama Ashiti, and I need to do. Now, I am it. Send me NDC. Now, the party here, Abba Bermuda. Not John Mahama, Ebedia, I remember for 4 years. No, Bob was 52 billion. 9.2 more the year. I'm a commission. Fabenya, me who said guys municipal hospitals. John Mahama here. He block. Osi me the many Rich hospital. Am I the idea? Obviously, rich hospital. na de da wo ho wan murangu esan say yesi se ni pa boni di o mani so a o mani si ape na even do mama ye ni papa pa o di o mani so wan murangu o na nso yeti o man Ghana ha ana o mampani na nado in minister bakuma no AGYEMAN okwa parliament 68 million euro yes time man onko si la polyclinic o drilling na egu ye emene ukọ ha ho da ni park ho na ukọ la boys no obobo ho e me bi kura mpoti mi di aponko ekọwi nwura wo ho eche John Mahama o vision wosia kakra o de boy o de yempu ntuma bebre ene John Mahama si region hospital ti wa anya hwe nanso First Lady Rebecca ekosi na ntwibo ewo kolebudi a yesi yentunyem fre no ma Jerry yenhwe bibi yo
na ede na fre na ntwibo yi
na so John Mahama si ho hospital so anya hwe na onu kosi sa okosi baby I yesi wa ye bibi
okay
John Mahama na Rebecca kosi se bibi twetwe bia kolebudi a mintunyem fre no enya bisa ada Ghana fo enya boni aye because nanado jina simpie so ka kire yense yesi sika so anso accommodate na ye tondo kun one Ghana city e wa John Mahama pension ti bi da and then under the watch of Nanado ye tondo kun 3 Ghana city do me kwa benya so what you say
okay
Nanado abobosia ma se ye kokra ye ye moye bosia ni bi nto be di levy no dia kosi awa according to amakwata and no ko esie chebie esie ya ye the pavement na esie esie o so do me kwa benya stop it yo mo ye ni na say
okay me dance na mo me chebi the last time I make ko chebi enu 1 month crowd me hu so mo see no pavement wo ho you be go you be dance yeah so we about to match last call here
Champion Bagdari.
yes man
Bagdari anapai nyamia sunji
encounter
Pepacha overpay you that bay my
me say October 28 29 30th October mo nyame adoma
Mate my mean say am wabwa no say the kokoye asi kese pa Bagdari anapai my mean say incoming president you are adanko chelemantin the Obia Mechiano my mean say incoming Greater Accra youth organizer Kwame Appenting the bona basu na edwuma obo na incoming chairman for Domin Kabinya, Eva Chairman Ike. Yeah, you're born about Snake Moss. Now, Jerry, or man, Ghana, team, I am the crack and I anchor. You say the kind of crack actually, who you want. And you are your mama, dear. Yes, sign your campaign, or sign maybe or man, Akunya, or some matter, Makunya with that. Because now, Jerry, they would feel cool with some of my call my man. A man pay for buy it, and a little story here, almost 2 over the region. Sana and the baby and Magdalene. Let me say, yes, now, man, we put 8 years. I'm a young who so over 4 to 5 years, young year. Then we set a Melbourne school from 2012. They are phone with them. I'm a made demonstration. You are the mama on your magic over command 1 year to my day. Magdalene, you who next and a doctor for never on phone portrait, and your operation, oh, theater, a dear war, and look like young Kaku wants them. Nasi ya tlaha ama nasa ntiseke fina la wasi muchamu nasi ya nkaku mwasa and me and another dako for the buyer you want this one factory and then do so agile and then kwa ba mwana mfama swati youth in a frustration and then you can go school fee admission fee na kadoko kaka sin aband ya chow every 3 months you na ka ba fiscal school ba na ko school uko child over 1,000 Ghana cedis aband ya chow come the buy magye slow come the buy no about we chase Ghana for the storm, amount for Edison, or Juma Storm, or Sema, Omnia Juma. Jimmy said, and for the time do some bad, a good amount for Mananaka, that's why media, a botana, no do matches are not moving to the zone. How much you'll be sending on us matches are now. Never throw I hear 10 yards, any hour, yarn or 10 Casamicas or minimum. The best set to a company for Yabon Cadias for more man or by. Until we get awareness of a cool year, and not you know.
Okay.
Kuda. Okay, what you are more brave. Who you be here, you kwa. Because you me bekun. What you ura, who you be here kukunu. Science so sadonum.
Mesdames, c'est.
Oh my brother, and I don't to ma. But they are going to see young Rasapo. And also the start of will say, young Roda. I'm right.
Mesdames, c'est Nanamakon. Sir, was over the about Hannah the AC. Yes, sorry, happy birthday. And come a JD Nidromo Dadzi. A JD Jaden Ni Dromo Dadzi. You are celebrating your birthday today. Ne Eyawawada from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dadzi. And a pious baby bands and I'm a producer. One more wish you happy birthday. So Jaden Ni Dromo Dadzi. We are wishing you a happy birthday. May the rest of your years be best years. Nyakopon Ishra Papa. Now, I was saying, what have time? Okay, another one. But answer some more.
Yes, Minia.
Well, last comment. Yeah, you got the first vice chair.
Yeah.
Okay, go some more. Into infinite train me. Many you see. It's mama. If you are it's a second term and Abbey. It will be behind just oh,
Mudia, someone say,
there's a good campaign.
Yes,
because yeah.
On say you are so there be the difference between Yeni baby funny abrofono say abrofono omo formo kaba short man say to push themselves into all cost no be and that is only pious bathing there. Munim say media juma mi yeni nyina muna mo foundation muna mo building me nti nyame adom na ye ko yenima we are all going together. That is what we are supposed to do. Nti wa munim say me de makoma me fem minimum and start here minimum nso na be wi na nyame kan say Ghana for stress ye nyina ye be ye president ne eda na kuma so say Ghana be ko nanim ye nyina ye nim say there are issues, but the fact of the matter is say the problem with her, not leader and so issues a problem with her, but Miss Sam Mumwami, na yen kuni nima eboa. The best say Obian supporting another Dankwa Kufado. Now by 2024, no, Yahumba high, ne are breaking the 8. Now MPP are buying to asoma, your railway sector, Nema baby, one district, one factory, now spring up. Now Ghana youth, Anya Juma ye, now Ghana abaye, abaye.
Better same. William Sangwo or first vice chairman, Ewo or Kankui South constituency. Ono na oye incumbent or that sort of so the Juma pa wa yenti. I am on to abandon wati. Aberewa so youth organize a wapracho. And some of them out this time around now to me be the come. Now mama wish this another special birthday. Happy birthday to Dosia aka Nanama. What turn this way? Ewo mokola. Aya this way and one is so she. Dosia will celebrate your birthday, we somebody special or say my happy birthday, including DJ Toxic of NIT FM. Dosia or say or Pawasem papa what dana koma so or say my happy birthday. Iti Dosia aka Nanama what on this you mokola. DJ Toxic say I will show special happy birthday. Then to Major General retired on Mane Ejikum, when a kennel, a rabbi, Penamai, is Penamani, Punamani, Munamo Jubilee House, Pabento, yo, also Mamo, Mama happy weekend, with your birthday, also Mama happy weekend, or Shamopa, God bless you. I was saying, Hannah, did you ready see? Yes, sir.
Hey, Madame for be birthday.
What's it say?
Man, Candia and the Mew.
Come on.
Enti Mia Madame Fo. Your friend Hagan, Emmanuel Hagan. Oh, yeah, Juma or Promasidor Ghana Limited.
Oh, Promasidor.
Aha, HR department.
To the Bena Promasidor. Hagan. The Bena happy birthday. Now, yes, you said it. Okay.
Next week, me ba me do next week, go from me ba me do ba.
But what's wrong? Okay, table. And then ASEM Yidika, a handy DC, meeting the Magerius AGYEMAN. But I said, I'm a pious baby bands and Naomi or Benawa, woman, the Bobby Shidom. But see about the supervisor, Dr. Father Dixon, now executive producer, the general manager Kennedy Asantio saying the body Shidom. Miss sorry, DJ Toxic, or Baba Bon, Yomokama, Edino, your Mac Jerry, or say AGYEMAN. I mean, sure, BB, so we see a neat 100.9. Joada Yamia Doma, Joada Holidays edition, Baba with Tinamukakra. Nah, you agree your home. They just said, yeah, oh my God, echo. I mean, it should be yes, sorry, DJ